actually. It's not a good morning because we're in the afternoon stage now. It is lunchtime right now for us, but I wanted to come on because I wanted to say that I'm sorry I haven't been posting very much lately. A lot of stuff happened with my day job, and it caused me to unfortunately go into a fairly deep depression, and I just didn't have the energy to do much. Even if you look in my garden, it needs a lot of work, and unfortunately I just lost energy completely with doing anything because of how deep of a depression I fell into. The stuff that I actually truly enjoyed, I wasn't doing anymore. So unfortunately, that also included not making videos for a little while. I am going to be coming back. Unfortunately, it will be a lot less often as it used to be, but I am going to try to start coming back a little bit more regularly. We are very close into selling our current home and buying a new home. We already got a pre-approval, so we can start looking and everything. So we are very close. We have some projects we just need to get done, and then we are going to get going on that. So you will be coming along for that process and us setting up our new home when we get there. We do have some news though on top of that. We are expecting another baby, so that is kind of pushing us to kind of get into this mode of get out of this current home so we can get into a new home. So that is the news. We will be sharing a little bit more. We do have some tomatoes that are almost ripe on this one. Our purple bumblebee is almost ripe. These ones I am going to work on getting propped up in the next couple of days so that they can actually have a chance of surviving. But some exciting things coming. We actually have broccoli that is going to go to seed, and then this cauliflower down here is actually going to go to seed too, and I'm going to save those seeds. I wanted to use them and eat them. I didn't get out here in time to do that. So that is what we are excited about right now. We do have lettuce back here that has gone to seed, so I need to save those seeds. But I'm gonna desperately get in here and start weeding and everything. And yeah, we're gonna get going. So our chickens are happy, which, oh, we did hatch 2 baby chickens. We let one of our chickens lay on some eggs, and she did hatch 2 baby chickens. So that is some awesome news too. I will show you guys a video in just a second about them. Before we get started though, let's go back to the beginning of summer when this break started.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. If all the things you never show, there are the things I want to know.
It is a busy day. We just got back from Lowe's. We picked up what should be all of the trim that we need for the house. Well, it's not trim, it's baseboard. We needed a thicker one, so I'm working on sanding all of these down to make it smooth. And yeah, that is our project for today. We are going to be getting as much done as possible. Trevor has a soccer game, Taylor has a birthday party, and we have stuff I gotta make for Mother's Day dinner tomorrow, but we're gonna get it done. We are going to get it done.
There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Good morning. It is a very busy day. We have a lot to get done. It is Memorial Day weekend, and we have a birthday party here at the house next weekend. And so we have to get as many of these projects done as possible because my goal is to have all of the trim work in, our bedroom done, and everything. I have carpets I gotta clean. I have behind me, I have a bedroom door that we're gonna get painted, and all the things. Plus we have to get a few more things planted in our garden. We had peppers that it was just way too cold for them to come out still, even though they should be out this week or so. So yeah, we've got a lot. But first I wanted to hop on really quick because in one of the last videos I showed about me trimming a rose bush, and I've trimmed it a couple of times. But this is that rose bush now. It has filled out. It's shaped a lot better. I do want to do some more shaping on it. However, I'm going to let it come to bud because this rose bush hasn't produced any like roses in years. So I want to give it a chance to finally show its true colors. And so yeah, that is going to be, I'm going to let that go and then we'll trim it. If we're still here at the house, we'll trim it this fall. But this plant, I forgot what color it was. It's a rhododendron. And my mom has this bright, deep purple one. And this one's like a pink, almost white. And I love it. But I would love when we move to get... When we move, I would love to have like a couple of different colors of those. Because same thing, they're just really pretty plants. But first up, I need to get started on painting this door because I got to be somewhat quiet because people are still sleeping in the house. So let's go. Now, one thing with the trim in our house, my mom, I wanted to do some decorative blocks on the underside of like the door frames to make it just connect better. Well, they don't have the size that I need at the store. So my mom wonderfully made them all. I have like 30 some in here and she made every single one to help us out so that we could have the right depth and all the things. So that saved us a huge amount of money. So now I just have to get these installed as well. And then we'll be able to fully finish the trim in the entire house.
That was a giant flag.
All right, they're not gross. Put the whole thing in your mouth and eat it. Just put it in there. Eat it.
It tastes like bacon. Does it taste like bacon? No. Annie said he tasted the bacon, right?
No.
What did you say it tasted like? I heard you said it was bacon flavored.
So we have decided to hatch a few more chickens, and there's a very good reason as to why we did it. We have a broody hen, one of our originals. Her name is Delta. She went broody, and we tried everything you could possibly think of to get her unbroody. We did the dunking in the water. We did pretty much anything and everything you could think of to get her unbroody, and it never worked. So we decided to just give her some eggs and let her kind of just go for it. And they hatched. Today is the start of the whole hatching period, so we have a few more days of it. But they have started hatching, and I will take you in to show you. First, I went and gave some of the older girls some treats because that way they will stay out there while I take you to show you Mama and the babies.
Hi, Pepper. Good job, Delta.
Who's a good mama?
You're the best mama chicken. You'll be the best mama chicken we ever have, Delta. But I feel like Delta's sick from how she
You didn't clip it though.
So we are working on packing right now. Packing and cleaning and finishing up any projects that we might have still up in the air, because we need to do that before we can put the house on the market. I want this house clean so that we don't have to stress about it when people are coming to look. So today, because I had to work, it's the day before Labor Day, because I had to work, I took the time to work in our basement area during my workday, since all I really had to do was just monitor emails today because it's really not much coming in. So this closet used to be our kids' gaming closet. It has a ton of board games. It had a ton of card games, puzzles, all of that. It was overflowing. So today we focused on having the kids go through, find out what they wanted to keep, what they wanted to get rid of, and then organized it, made sure we had all the pieces to the stuff that they wanted to keep. Did that. Now this closet actually closes. And we can hide it away. Sometimes that door doesn't like to close. But then in here, in my office, it's been completely, this is also my workout room. It's been completely filled to where I haven't been able to use it as a workout room, and I've barely been able to make it in to be able to sit at my desk as an office, which that is right there. So now I am working from this side over. And I got this side pretty clean. Again, forgot to take before photos, but at least I got that side pretty clean. Now I can get things packed and everything. And again, I'm packing and getting rid of as I go because that's the only way I can focus right now. Then after that, I'll work on this hallway and continue upstairs. This weekend is going to be an upstairs day. So that's kind of the plan. Just trying to get whatever we can done and get things clean. I do have some repair work on this window that I need to do, and also there's another window over here. I just got to repair those, but that's no big deal. That shouldn't take very long. Today has been a busy day. My mom came over again to help us. She's been wonderful helping us clean. I got pretty much our entire office / workout room, as you can see behind me, done. One of the biggest things we had to do was what they call it's reglazing windows. If you don't know, old windows back like before the 50s or something, they made them and they put a glaze around the window. I'll show a little closer in a second, but basically they put this glaze around the window. What the glaze is actually a plaster that hardens, and this stuff, the old stuff, used to harden into basically like a rock, and over time, moisture gets behind there, it cracks, it breaks away, it just starts turning to sand. And that's what was happening in our windows here in this office space. So what we had to do is we were replacing them, reglazing them where it was starting to fall apart. The new putty that you use for this is actually, it turns more into a plastic. So it's a lot more water resistant, it's more waterproof, so it works a lot better. So let me show you a little closer. So now this window actually has both the old and the new, because the old actually did pretty well holding up. And so we're just gonna repaint it to help seal it properly. But this right here is the new glaze, the new putty we put around the window to help seal in any moisture, because otherwise this glass literally is just floating in this frame. There's nothing holding it in. This up here is the old glaze, and you can see that it was chipping away. Down here, literally I could take my finger and just scrape it and big chunks would fall off. But that is what we did. We have 2 more of these windows to do in another room, but so far these 2 are now done. We just have to wait a few weeks. We just have to wait a few weeks for them to completely dry and get hard. And then we can get them painted. Taylor, no. We can get them painted and looking nice.